Vlog 5. We're actually going to cover a question in regards to what had the highest ROI for the Doyoueven brand and myself. So stay tuned for that question. But for now, we're going to cover an interesting topic that recently got published about Instagram removing likes. Well, not completely removing likes, but removing the ability to see likes on other people's profiles. Do you guys think that it will have a detrimental effect to the platform and how people consume content? Or do you think it'll have a beneficial effect? Instagram, from what I heard, obviously they're trying to push and roll this feature out because they want to have a positive image in the media and also highlighting awareness for mental health. It's having a detrimental effect for the younger generations that are growing up on these social platforms who are so heavily reliant, who have so much value on these vanity metrics, that it's having a detrimental effect to their mentality and so on and so forth. I actually think that Instagram's doing this in a way to get people more engaged with the platform. If Instagram removes likes, they're trying to yield more content from a broader spectrum of individuals. Because right now, if you look at the platform, you have your content creators and you have your viewers. It's almost been segmented. You have people that are producing the content, and then you've got a segment that just consumes the content. And so what they're saying is if we remove this metric, it's going to have a positive impact on mental health, number one. Number two, people will stop caring less about likes and focusing on actually procuring content. More content means people spend more time on the platform. But as individuals, we thrive off social interactions. We thrive off this. It's what defines us. It ultimately shapes our character. So if you remove a metric which removes the status quo, because there's a certain status attached to getting a certain amount of likes, will people engage less? Because I know I'm the type of individual to engage with a piece of content that's already got a fair bit of likes, because it makes me think that the content is good content. Similarly on YouTube, if you go on a YouTube video, you're more inclined to watch a YouTube video on the same topic that has more views and a higher like-dislike count than someone that's disabled their view count and disabled their like-dislike count. Because you don't know what you're watching ultimately. If you don't know what you're watching, if you don't know what you're engaging with, then are you going to engage less? If you're engaging less, does that mean people are spending less time on the platform? When you upload a photo, what do? You log in, you upload a photo, get likes on the post, and then you shut the app for like a second or two, and then you jump back on the app and you check how many likes you've got. If people are engaging less and you're getting less engagement because people are less inclined to like your content because other people, they can't see how many people are actually liking the content, are you going to spend more time on the platform? No, you're not. And then that ultimately hurts big brands and content creators because A, they don't know whether or not their content, they're providing valuable content that people like. Brands can't see the interaction per post for influencers, which harms brands. And brands that pay money for sponsored posts on the platform are going to be seen by far less people because less people are using the platform. Could be the end of Instagram as we know it, or are we just going to continue using it? Are they even going to roll it out? Who knows? I don't have the answers. Interesting though. Leave a comment. What do you think? What do you think? Should they be removing likes or should they keep it as it is? Who knows? You like my boots?
Yeah.
All right, today's question actually comes from YouTube. Tyler Mitchell left us a comment. This guy is the man because he went to YouTube, left us a comment on the platform. And if you have a comment on something that we should potentially cover, let us know because we might pick it for our next vlog. Anyway, Tyler says, hey matey, good to see what you're doing here. What would be your main driving force? Your main driving force behind the brand? Email marketing, influencer marketing, SEO. What was the one thing that you can now look back on and say that you're glad that you spent more time doing because it had a huge ROI? Actually, before I get into email marketing, influencer marketing, SEO, search terms, Facebook funnels, you name it, he asked me, what was the one thing that you can now look back on and say that you're glad you spent more time doing? Man, I'm so glad that I spent more time doubling down on the business and actually being consistent with posting schedules, being consistent with product development, being consistent with our customer service, fulfilling orders, ensuring that we could compete with larger brands because we had more time to be able to personalize our experience to our end consumer. I think that's the most important thing. So before you go over, SEO, branding, influencer marketing, email marketing, all that jazz, just note that there is a person behind every number, a person behind every metric, and you want to be able to connect as intimately as possible with that individual. Emotional intelligence is very important, especially as technology continues to commoditize every single industry. This right here, talking, is going to be the most important thing in this next decade. And so if you really want to win as a brand, as an influencer, just as a general person, having that human interaction, being emotionally intelligent, being emotionally invested in that individual, and really catering to them is what is going to allow you to win in the long term. In regards to email marketing, influencer marketing, SEO, they're all equally as important. So search and socials go hand in hand. Search, if you optimize keywords, is obviously going to bring warm traffic, relevant traffic, and then they're going to get retargeted by all of your advertisements on all the different social channels. The important thing here is to be omnipresent, so just in their face. I wouldn't say one platform wins over the other. We've basically been able to exercise, our funnels, our advertisements on every single channel, just so that we have that omnipresence and that we're constantly in people's faces and people are seeing the Doyoueven brand. Relevance, it's an important thing. I think that's it. Life update? Yeah. Guys, as you know, 5.5 months ago, or as you don't know, I got injured in a soccer game, ruined my knee, essentially flipped my meniscus, tore my meniscus, tore my ACL, tore my MCL, on the road to recovery, and I ran for the first time in 5.5 months thanks to my physio Dan, who's always been encouraging me and pushing me with progress, even when I've hit like mental roadblocks and physical roadblocks, being able to overcome them. And I'm glad that I've kept this positive attitude throughout the entire ordeal. And it's just straight line movements for now, but soon I'll be pivoting and then back to the sports that I love. Anyway, that's it for now. It's all rainbows and sunshine here in Melbourne, as you can see. It's a wrap. If you guys enjoyed the vlog, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Always greatly appreciated. And if you don't, that's all right as well. They're going to remove these likes and comments anyway, so it doesn't matter. I tell you I run this, I'm done with excuses. Give me 4 minutes trying to get what I've been giving out.